Hello, YouTube. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Benny Red Pill, and I'm here to drop another red pill on you. Um, what's my topic for today? First of all, I'm sorry that I haven't spoken in a long while or made any videos. I don't got time to make videos because I'm busy working, and my girlfriend kicks me in the ass most of the time. But with that said, I want to talk about a topic that came across my mind recently, and over the past couple of years, I've noticed that we are in a culture war, and I've noticed how hypocritical and disingenuous some groups that are part of this culture war really are, such as SJWs, feminists, alt-white, white nationalists, and even the pro-black community can be very hypocritical and disingenuous to their followers. And I want to talk about the pro-black community. Well, first of all, don't worry. I'm going to go in on white feminists. I'm going to go in on alt-right and white nationalists too. So don't be, black folks, don't be triggered. I'm going to go in on them too, all right? I'm going to go in on the white racists. But I want to talk about the pro-blacks, and I want to talk about Phil from the Advice Show, or Phil Scott. I want to talk about him because a recent revelation just came out about Phil from the Advice Show, and I want to talk about hypocritical and how disingenuous people in that particular fringe community, known as the pro-black collective conscious community, really are. But without further ado, let me start. First thing is first, I want to speak truth to power, and I want to say that I love all people, all races, all religions. I'm also a worldly person from a multi-racial background, so I love all people, all races, white, black, Native American, so there's no hate here. This is all about love, and love for my fellow brothers, sisters, from all walks and crosses of life. Okay? One thing I don't like about the culture war, that people spend their time hunting down people who have become very popular and getting people exposed, ruining their reputation, tarnishing their image, probably trying to get them fired from their job or kicked out their apartments or whatnot. And that is very toxic and dangerous. And people should not be doing that, but I understand people become emotioned and triggered and angry. But again, I want to go back to Phil Scott from the Advice Show. And Phil Scott, it just recently has been revealed. I knew about it for a long while. I've known that he had a non-black wife. But my thing is this: why are the pro-black community outraged about their leaders having why are pro-blacks outraged for their leaders or those that represent them when it comes to having out of interracial outdating or marrying somebody of a different race, or having their offsprings marry somebody of a different race? And not only that, this is nothing new. Tariq Nasheed, for example, Tariq Nasheed, he's married to a half-white woman. And that half-white woman and that woman's mother lives in the household. Yvette Carnell, for example, she is in a relationship with a lesbian white woman. Boyce Watkins' daughter married a white man. The famous Harry Belafonte is married to a white woman. Again, what Phil Scott did is nothing new. Plenty of pro-black leaders and plenty of pro-blacks who are in their collective conscious community tend to marry outside their race or have their children marry outside their race. And again, this is nothing new. So why the outrage? And some of you pro-blacks willingly know this. So there shouldn't be any outrage. Now I want to talk about how disingenuous and hypocritical this particular group of the culture war really is. Again, like I said, I'm gonna go in on the white racists. I'm gonna go in on the white nationalists. I'm gonna go in on the white feminists. Don't worry, I'm gonna go in on those people too, because they too are also a problem. But like I said, with Phil Scott, for example, we see how hypocritical this particular individual really is. On his YouTube channel, he talks about, sticking together with black people being together, marry black, buy black. He talks about, I've seen his commentary and so forth. He even said bad things about black women in the past, but I digress. He changed his platform and he moved on to a different narrative, but his narrative became more pro-black. And when you talk pro-black, you talk about building black wealth, marrying black, building black, and so forth. And once you become pro-black, you have to exclude other races of people, not only white people, but also Native Americans, Hispanics, Asian people, Indian people, even Arab people. Arab people are part of the Holy Book, for that matter. All those people have to, as a pro-black, you can't associate or affiliate with those people in a sexual or economic or academic sense. You're supposed to segregate yourself from those people because those people take away your wealth or whatnot. And again, Phil Scott, he's married to a Latina. He's married to a mestizo woman. In one of his videos, he showed his wife's DNA, and his wife's DNA is 63% Native American, she's 25% white, and the rest is Middle Eastern and African. So she's a mestizo. She's not a white woman. People there are saying she's a white Latina, but she's really a mestizo, which is a combination of Native American and European ancestry. That's the correct term to use, but here in the U.S. we don't use that term, but colloquially in Mexico and in the Mexican community, mestizo is the proper term to use. But with that said, how, like I said, I want to talk about how hypocritical and disingenuous Phil Scott is. And the hypocrisy is you're telling people to, date black, marry black, but at the same time you're married to a Latina woman. That's very hypocritical of you. And not only that, you go in on black men and black women who marry outside their race, but also you're married outside your race. That doesn't make sense. Two, you're disingenuous. The reason why you're disingenuous is that you're telling your flock of people to build black, marry black, associate black, but you're not doing the same thing. You also married a Latina woman who's a single mother with 2 kids. You didn't marry a black woman that's a single mom with 2 kids. You decided to marry a Latina woman with two kids. And you have black women out there who are single moms, still beautiful, still looking their best, and they can't find a husband, but you chose to marry a Latina woman instead. Nothing wrong with that. Whoever eats their own, You have a right to marry and love whoever you want to be with, and there's no shame in that. You play your part as a man, and you become a better man at that. You get what I'm saying? But again, like I said, it's very hypocritical and disingenuous to do such things. And in the pro-black community, from what I notice, your words must mean your action, and your action must mean your words. This is what pro-blacks look for. And if you don't follow your words and your actions, if it doesn't mean the same thing, they become very emotional and they become very, very hurt. And that I understand. And in this culture war, people are looking for that genuineness of your words mean your action, or your action means your words. But we are human beings. Human beings aren't perfect. And at times, our words won't align with our actions, and our actions won't align with our words. We aren't perfect, and things happen. You can be pro-black, and you fall in love with a white woman, or you could be a white racist, and you fall in love with a black woman. This stuff happens all the time. We live in the real world. And I don't want to say anymore, but that's about it. And again, like, subscribe, and share. And again, I'm gonna go in other cringe fringe groups myself. I'm gonna go in on white racist people. I'm going on white feminists. So don't worry on pro black people. Don't be upset. Don't be alarmed. I'm gonna go in on them too. But again, like, subscribe, and share. This is Benny Red Pill, and I'm out.